I don't know. I don't even know if we're in the same stream.
I don't either.
Maybe people can give us some feedback. Like, I don't know, like my Wi-Fi farted or something. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're working in the ethers with the spirits.
Oh,
They do whatever they like.
I guess I am because I'm looking at it on Facebook. I'm still going. So that's
You're
so
going. Oh, you
weird.
took a bleep.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Oh,
Hiccup.
hi guys, we're back.
We're back.
We just
We're
skipped that
back.
for a second. Yeah, I was.
Well, it was when I went to try to share the picture.
Yeah, and then it just it farted, and then that was it.
Yeah.
We are here though, but wow, that was
Are
it.
we okay? So here, I'll show you a picture.
Oh wow,
I don't know what year this was.
wow. Yeah, I'd be
And
back.
so that I think that would be kilos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can lift big heavy weight because I can.
Yeah, I have one of his shirts that says full sticker. It means full strength.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so I was saying about what like how like language can give us clues about things because like I've heard that like Iceland, for example, is I've heard them say things like this is where we build the giants or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I don't know if they were talking about like currently because they do have a lot of really strong athletes from Iceland and it's not a very big country.
That's true.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the like Annie Thor's daughter is from there, and these are CrossFit athletes, but Annie Thor's daughter, Sarah Sigmund's daughter, and Katrin David's daughter. Like
Mm,
they call them the daughters. Yeah, and so is Hafthor. So it's kind of interesting.
that is kind of interesting.
Look, I'm glowing.
So you are. So what is so and so we know that like the
I'm gonna fix my lighting. Keep talking.
yeah,
I'll be
go ahead.
able to hear you.
So we know that that area, what did you say, Iceland? Yeah. Is famous what that there's the land of the giants, but what about, and so then we would like look at like Ireland and all that area would be like the land of the fairies, like the land of the uh magical people. I don't know. What would you think about that? Um
I would say yeah. I would
yeah,
say that's probably pretty accurate. You
yeah.
know,
That
um, who
that
knows?
so that would be where the people would reside that had the mixed blood probably.
And well, you look at where it is on the planet. It's
Mhm.
not that big of a space, and
I know it's really small.
I'll bring up a map. Yeah, it's not a very big space to, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
all of those genes are kind of
yeah. Uh,
interwoven, I guess. Let's see. I'm just doing maps of Europe. There we
yeah.
go. Let's see, share it. So, I mean, we're not talking a huge amount of space,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now, like Iceland is pretty far away
Yeah,
from.
it is. Look at that.
Hmm.
That's a day trip.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. What
Yep.
is that?
What is what?
Okay, that's okay. I was looking at Iceland and all these other the United
Those
Kingdom.
little ones,
Yeah.
the islands off, and it says that it belongs to Denmark.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, there's Norway, Sweden, Finland.
Hmm. Now, I think the Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. I think those cultures are fairly different than the we the area that we typically think of as Scandinavia.
That's Scandinavia, yeah. Yeah, I do believe that you're right about that. Even, the Poland, the Ukraine, um, all that, I think it's totally different. We landed in France when we went to India, so I've been to France.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
it was very interesting.
Did you get to spend much time there?
No, just got to stay there for a little bit while we waited on our next, exchange to get out to head to India. But
Hmm.
just long enough to look around and see all the wine and bread. Wine and bread. We have lots of wine and bread everywhere. You know, that's what they do. You know,
Your accents crack me up. I'm like, this sounds Indian.
it does. It's my Indian accent, but it's really French. Blah, 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 blah.
Parlez-vous français?
You ever seen the one where on Friends where Joey says he can speak French? Oh my God, it's so funny. I've watched it over and over. It's the most hilarious. Blah 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 blah. And that's how he speaks French. And Phoebe's trying to teach him how to really speak French. And finally, she gets so mad. She's like, "I give up. I'm not going to teach you anything." You know, because he just every time she'd tell him how to say it, and he would say it blah 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 blah. I'm speaking French.
My brother-in-law is Polish, and he's like, I can speak Polish. I think what he does is he puts like a on
Everything.
every word or says ski, and
That's what I was going
he
to say.
doesn't speak Polish. He just
Add a ski to it.
dream of ski.
Dreaminski. Yeah. Let's go ski. Let's go here.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
go
funny.
Groski.
I can't remember exactly how he. I think that's what he does.
Let's get some
It's
groski.
funny.
Groskies.
We actually have brewskis in northern Michigan. I mean, they're actual family.
Yeah.
It's BRU though. BRUSKI.
Yes.
It's funny.
Funny. But yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, so yeah, where are we again? We're back.
Well, we gotta go back to the book, but at some point, I do want to try to remember to talk about our plans for, Papa Mark's been on here for 3 weeks.
Yes, yes.
He's grounded.
He's grounded.
I'm just kidding.
No, he's not. Yeah, you can talk about that.
Okay, now go back to the book.
Going on.
So yeah, he's quite the personality. So he'll be doing his own show. We got to figure out day and time what works for him, but yeah, he's Papa Mark. He just, he's a lot of personality. So
yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of miss him, honestly.
I know. Well, yeah, he's, I'm not having to turn the camera off every time he stands up from the computer and we can see that he's in his long johns. I'm not having to do that today. So I'm like, oh, I have less going on.
Yeah, different. But yeah.
You don't have pants on, Dad.
Really good. That's really good. So
back to the book. The Nephilim, we kind of sidetracked all over.
Yes. Interesting. Well, the whole thing is very interesting to me. I think that and it's going to be, I think it's not going, I think we're in a place of acceleration, honestly. And this is going to do nothing but accelerate. And what we're talking about now will be like old hat, in a season, because it's going to be, we're under such an energy of acceleration and expansion. People are expanding. I know people that literally just like 2 months ago stepped into some enlightenment and they're like blazing a trail. I'm like, what the hell? They're like gone. And I'm like, compared to what we were moving through, years ago, it's like that super highway connected is going on,
I have heard that from other spiritual leaders that, if you are, some people have, like you're saying, years ago have, slowly awakened and at your own pace. And now there's people that are really getting hit with it. But there's a lot of us that are, have, been open for a while.
What does that mean for us? That means that we're under the same acceleration. So like I had a client yesterday.
It would be the reason why we're doing a podcast, probably because it's a space and place where that we can create in an alternative dimension that is accepting in a place that you can talk about things. So
yes, with my client yesterday, one of the things that came up was how that we can be in, and sort of you can feel like this. You have to be very patient with those people that say are not vibrating or at that vibrational place that you're at. Mm-hmm. She said you can be with somebody that say they're maybe even first grade, and you
Yeah,
feel like you're got a PhD, and or it could be the other way around. Maybe you feel like you're in first grade and you feel like they're so far ahead of you. But
sure.
there's such a spirit of acceleration. You just have to trust and know that the spirit is going to accelerate you and bring you to where you need to be, and that you're absolutely on your perfect path.
Right.
Um, I have got this mother energy bothering me for the last 30 minutes. I don't know
Oh my goodness.
who she is. She's very, persistent, and she just keeps bothering me, for
She can
somebody
can
that
she
is,
tell you who she's for?
um, I feel like she's for her son.
Okay.
This is a son that lost a mother. Um, that's what she's been telling me for a little while. My
Is
son, my son.
is
Um,
anybody watching? Does this resonate with you? Let us know.
yeah, if it resonates, let us know. So we'll further ask her for more message for you. But she is, yeah, she's been
Can
bothering
you
me for a little
give
while.
more details, like maybe how she's presenting
Um,
herself?
um, she could be a grandmother also, because she
Sure.
presents herself like from another country, she's not American. She presents herself like she's from another country.
Okay.
Darker skinned,
Okay.
um, sort of got a wrap on, like a wrap, like not Indian culture, but how Indian women wear the sari, not
Yeah.
like that. A little different from that, but she is presenting herself like that. She's very small,
Okay.
little short lady, little short lady.
Like, is it
And
from the American continent? Like South America, Central America?
I feel so. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Yeah.
My
She
son,
is
my son.
my son. My son. Yeah. Um. I don't know. I
Maybe
don't.
it's our friend Joshua.
That's what I was wondering.
Because it's Valenzuela,
Yeah, it could be a grandmother,
maybe.
maybe, but I felt like she was very motherly, you know, uh,
Sure.
very mother, and she's giving me number three. I don't know what that means. Three, three. She's showing me three.
Joshua said yes.
Okay, and whether that means there was three children, maybe, or maybe uh, something with three, um, or it could be
Valenzuela.
Valenzuela. Yeah. Okay.
Valenzuela. I
Okay.
hope I said that right.
Is this your grandmother or mother? I wonder.
Do you see his message?
Yeah. Um, um, um,
I can show our stream too, so that people can follow like what we're seeing from him.
okay. Um,
Just got to remember how to do it. Say it in Latin language.
I don't know how to say Latin.
He means like Spanish, I think, which would be a
Right.
Latin
Yeah.
language.
Yeah. Oh, how to say Zuenla? Zuenla?
Oh, he means this.
His name. Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
what she's
sorry.
saying. She's speaking to me in what I can understand. Um, but
Okay, so what is she? I don't want to cross any barriers for Joshua.
yeah.
If he would he
She
like to
just
know
keeps
our
saying
message?
that she just says that she doesn't want him to worry. I don't want him to worry about anything. He doesn't need
Okay.
to worry. Just I want him to know that it's going to be okay. Everything is going to work out. So
Okay.
that's her message. It's all going to be okay. Everything is going to work out. And she's folding her hands like this,
Oh,
like it's going to be okay, and sort of like, you know what I mean, like really heartfelt energy. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to work out. Don't worry.
Is there something that she could leave for him to find so that he has some validation? I feel like he might want that.
Okay.
Did she just pass? I'm asking him.
Yeah. I see him walking, and she's showing me he's walking down a path. I don't know if it's a sidewalk or what. He's walking down a path, and that there's going to be something adjacent to the path that is to the this way, which would be to the left.
Left.
The left, yes. And he's going to look to the left, and there it's going to be. I don't know whether it's going to be a flower growing right out of the concrete, something unique that's going to grab the attention, and that is her sign to him that she's
Okay.
validating that I am with you. I'm right there. It could be a butterfly sitting right there. It could be, but it is definitely outside.
Something that he takes notice of that is going
That's
to
going to be
remind
very,
him of her. Something
yes,
like that.
very connected. And I don't know. I'm seeing like a bright colored pink color. I don't know, like a real rose color, real brightly. I don't know, like the aura with like around somebody, just really glowing with a real rosy.
Around that thing that he's going to see, like the butterfly or the
I don't know.
around that, or just
I'm just seeing it. I don't know whether it's around it or just she has a real glowing energy, very glowing. I don't know. She's just
but to
beautiful.
me that just means like love,
Yeah, maybe that's it. She's sending love because I just see this
like
glow.
like it's radiating from her, or
Yeah,
like putting around Joshua.
like radiating from her, like a
Oh,
like you would see like a halo around Jesus,
uh-huh.
like this halo of pink around her.
Oh,
Beautiful. So, and that's when
pink
she's
is the alternative color to the heart chakra, which is usually green.
oh
But
really?
that's the alternative color to the heart chakra. Yeah.
Like I wish I could show you the color. I was like, I don't think I have anything close to me that's that color. It's just such a beautiful fuchsia,
Okay.
very fuchsia. Yeah,
Was that her favorite color, perhaps?
maybe that's just I see this beautiful fuchsia glow. Yeah, it's beautiful.
What
But
what color can you see the color of what she's wrapped in?
um, hmm.
Maybe she'll
It's
show
more
you.
a uh, well, there's like two colors. I see green and I see gray.
Okay.
Like a green with a gray outline, maybe.
But her aura is
But
pink.
the aura is this fuchsia, big time. What is fuchsia? Isn't that the crown chakra?
Well, it goes magenta. I think
Yeah.
they
Oh,
usually
that's
say
magenta. Yeah,
magenta.
I'm off. Violet,
Oh,
violet. That's
that's
yes.
more
Okay,
a purple.
that makes total sense.
I
Okay.
guess there are some violets that are more pink,
Yeah,
I guess.
that are more pink. Yeah, that fuchsia. Yeah,
Well, you
beautiful.
went to magenta, so that would be really close to violet.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. But I'm trying to like, what in the heck is going on here? Yeah. But she's got such a love energy, man, just radiate love. So she's so happy to connect today. She's just thrilled now. She's so happy. So bless you, Joshua,
Oh, good.
that she got to connect with you. So that's now we're done. So she's good.
Oh, good. Good.
Wasn't
She just wanted him to
tapping
know.
me on the shoulder for the last 30 minutes. Hey, you. Hey, you. Hey, you. My son, you got to get a message. And
Aw,
and
there you go.
I was like,
Happy Friday there, Joshua.
yes, that's good. It was funny. So I'm like, okay, I'll say the message. I'll stop and I will say the message. No problem.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, sometimes they get kind of deep. And so, I don't know.
Yes,
But that
exactly.
was nice. There we go.
Exactly. That was good. Thank you so much.
Abuela. I can say that.
Oh,
That
bueno.
means grandma.
Oh, okay. What am I looking at? Okay.
Hopefully I said that right. He said thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank
Yes.
you.
I'm sure mother or grandmother,
Yeah,
whoever
or
she
whatever. Yeah, she's very happy now. She's like, she got her message. It's
I
gonna be
wonder what the three, like she has three boys, or maybe Josh has three kids.
maybe, yeah.
Joshua.
There's a number three she could I feel, yeah. Or she could have yeah, I felt like it was like maybe he's one of three. You know what I mean? Something
Oh,
like that.
maybe.
Yeah, and that she was acknowledging, you're one of three. Or yeah, that's all I can think of. But that's she's the three. But yeah, interesting. Mm,
That is awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so we were going to circle back to the book. We talked about the
But
Nephilim. We talked about the fairies, and
there,
there is a also a realm of giants as well. Oh,
yeah.
well, Amazon's dropping me off a package.
Yay! I love getting packages.
I think it's I think it I think it's a gift for one of my daughter's friends
Oh,
for her birthday. Um, so yeah, there is a realm of the giants as well. So I mean, there's some stuff that has been pretty. I mean, it's pretty available as far as
he has three.
culturally, if you're aware.
That makes sense. He has three children. He's
Oh,
one of four. I have three children. Yeah.
oh, okay. That was just how she was trying to
He was trying
narrow
to,
down
yeah, narrow
whose
it down.
message.
I have three. Yep. So maybe it's something with the children that he's concerned about, and she was acknowledging it's going to be okay. Just relax. It's going to be all right. Because she specified the three. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm trying to figure out the realm in which the giants, just for giggles and shits, just to know. So some of the stuff is okay. The first two realms, Nephilim or
Yeah.
Nephilim, Mespelheim. Um, okay, some of these words I just don't. So there's nine altogether. Okay, it's giving me a list. I started reading. I shouldn't have. Um, I just want to know where the giants live as far as that. But if people look, that just kind of gives us a little bit more information, I think. Oh, Jotunheim is the home of the giants.
Oh, really? Hmm,
Hmm.
interesting. So,
Hmm.
what do you think about this? This other book about the real Men in Black that he goes into. If you do buy that book, I don't know if I'll buy it or not. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I might. I do have a Kindle thing, so I can get free. Like I'm part of the Kindle
Oh,
thing, so I can read books for free. But I got to read them on my Kindle. You know.
oh,
Um,
right.
So but I like having things in paper right in front of me.
I do too.
I don't know. It's okay to look them up online and stuff, but I get my eyes start bugging after a while. But the what I was thinking is in that Real Men in Black, he talks about werewolves, vampires, shapeshifters, all these things that traditionally we sort of look at like is all sort of in the imaginary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not for Rizzle. It's all. But then I read another book years and years ago.
Josh just said something really cool.
Okay.
I'm pinning it. Hopefully it pops up. Because I reshared it. I guess it doesn't share everything. But he said, yes, there is a realm of giants, and the red-haired giants roamed the Americas back in the 17 to 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is why the temples and cathedral doorways were built so tall.
Really? Wow. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It just seems like we would have more, even if it was that recent, that we would have more information.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting. Um, there's always something with red-haired people anyway. You know what I mean? There's something about it, everybody talks, people that have really the real red hair, so that they're like they're of another kind, you know, and
Yeah, that's a gene. I mean, that kind of wraps in with the gene stuff.
yeah, back with the gene, and I don't know totally everything about that. I don't, I'm learning just like everybody else when it comes to expanding into unknown areas. This is absolutely new for me. I've worked in spirit work for a long time, but to working with entities and energies that most people consider, what would you call it? Not real. I don't know what you want to call it, but
Well, it's because they can't taste it, feel it, touch it.
right,
Um, you
exactly.
know.
exactly.
Beat it with a club.
And the entertainment industry has so what would you they've sort of propagated and that if you
It's
have
fantasy.
all fantasy, yeah, that magic is fantasy, and there's no reality to any of it. There's no real giants, and there's no real fairies, and there's no real none of this, and so we've propagated that we need a place to go that's magical. That way we can experience magic, and it's not true. We have to live in this
Yeah,
state.
because magic is love.
Magic is, yeah, there, and there is a we create with how we think, you know
Right.
and that's part of the magic of creating, because we're created beings. We can create what we want and truly desire by
Yep.
by what we dwell upon and think upon constantly. What you put in your psyche will
If you
manifest.
can you see that?
Hmm. I can see that. What is it?
I know. It's like
Oh, the world
a
tree.
map of the it is the world tree, but it's kind of like a map of like kind of where they exist. Um, I'm having a hard time seeing it. I'll have to go back to
Yeah,
the page if you can see it.
me
Um,
too.
so we live in Midgard. That
Okay.
would be this third dimensional land, right?
Okay.
And you see like that Muspelheim
Yeah.
is right adjacent to it, and so is Niflheim.
Okay.
But Jotunheim, that's where the see it down there at the bottom
Yeah.
next to hell. That's where the Christians got that, by the way. Hell,
Okay. Yeah.
Helheim. It's not the same thing. It's not the same kind of.
No. No.
Um, and then here's the dwarves on the right. I don't think I can say that. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what letter to say.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that.
That.
I can't
Yeah,
say
that.
but the Elfenheim above Midgard is more. If you can see it,
Yes, I can see it.
that would be like fourth dimension stuff.
Right, fourth dimension. Yeah.
Hmm. It's a
Interesting.
different way to think about things a little bit,
Yeah, very different. Very different.
but yeah, it's existed longer than Christianity. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Wow. Hmm.
Joshua says, I don't know. Did you much of? Oh yeah, it's on our screen that that much of it has been hidden from us, and it pisses him off.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Much of it has been hidden. And so what do you think about Rh negative blood? Have you known anybody with Rh negative blood?
Yeah, I mean, if you're O negative, that the negative is the Rh factor. And so there's actually people, like who, make babies with somebody that has an opposite polarity. Is that right? And they actually have to get a shot so their body doesn't reject the child.
Yeah, that's what I was reading in here. This
Yeah.
he talks about Rh negative blood, and that
Mhm.
these people are like really from another place.
Yeah. um, but because we're so mixed, um, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that they call them star seeds. If anybody's
Yes.
listening, and
Yeah.
yes, I'm O positive as well,
Yeah.
Joshua. It was so funny. I asked my dad one day, or we were talking about something along these lines, and he's like, "I don't even know what blood type I am."
Really?
I'm like, "Dad, I'm O positive. I know that my mom was O positive.
So
Um,
yeah,
Dad,
you're O
you're O
positive.
positive.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
How
O
do you know that?" Well, because I didn't perish through the mom's pregnancy.
right,
And I
right.
know she didn't get shots with any of us. So
Yeah, right.
you're O positive, Dad.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
funny.
I wonder how much, I mean, if you had percentages, how much percentage of the population is O positive? How much that would be a really good study.
There are more O positive people in North America
They,
whether or not you're of European descent or not, but there's more O negative in European countries. And how I know that
mhm.
is from my way back when anatomy and physiology class. I think because we had to take two of them.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty intense, but I do remember that. I also remember doing a urinalysis on yourself, and a little bit of my own pee got on my thumb, and I'm like, ah!
Oh, yuck.
Because you had to put it like on a slide, and
Yeah.
I'm not in the bathroom. It
Yeah.
was bad. Anyway, it was just a weird trigger, like I've been peed on. It was my own. I
Yeah.
don't know. Um,
I don't care. You don't want to get peed on, even if it's your own urine.
it
That's
was like a
irritating.
little drop on my thumb. I could just go wash my hands. It just freaked me out. But there's also things like the dormant DNA that we have. They call that the junk DNA that was not mapped during the human genome project. Um, I think maybe they talk about it, but I mean, I haven't listened or read all those studies or anything. So you've got that junk DNA that we actually have more. We actually have more uh, strands than just the double helix, and they can be activated, especially if you are working with Kundalini energy, and understand that process and know that it's not satanic. It's totally
Yeah.
not. It's your birthright to your own healing.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. That's
so, uh, you know, yeah, I think that's been kind of,
yeah.
imprinted on people or insert. Come on. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, but we also have a metagene, and that's been kind of talked about in things like, unfortunately, um, the Marvel comics and stuff. It's just referred to like this, like I think it's intertwined with like the Winter Soldier that's talked about then there, but um, it's actually a thing, and it. Because there's so much of the stuff that if you Google it, stuff about Marvel comics comes up. You really have to dig deep
Wow.
to find out what it is. But
Yeah.
um, and I want to say something like 10% of the population have that, and I believe that's what our good friend Adolf was after, was to isolate that gene
Okay. Well, isolate that.
and concentrate it into a population. And
Wow.
yuck, it's just because we all have our own gifts, whether it's a meta gene or a beta. I don't know. I'm just making up thing. Beta gene, or I don't know, all
Right.
these other
Whatever.
things.
Right.
Um, yeah. So I guess so. There's some things that they have kind of figured out over the
Yeah.
years, but
I think they're going to figure it out even more and more, honestly. This is just a very, top of the iceberg. And there's a lot of this younger millennial generation that is really, they're nonconformist. They don't want to do it the way their family or their parents did it. I mean, they don't have a lot of desire to carry on tradition. They want, they're like, I'm going to start my own traditions. I'm going to start my own, I'm going to pave my own path, and move forward. And so they're really reaching out there trying to find, who am I, you know?
yeah. Did you see
What?
what Joshua said? Junk DNA is just the DNA that is turned off, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
And we go to 5D and beyond, certain areas of our DNA is turned on and able to handle the frequencies and vibrations. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
I would agree with that totally.
Yeah.
Um,
No BS. Right. Yay.
no.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey, Robin. Good morning. Happy snow day, friend. My friend Robin is watching.
There you
Um,
go.
so yeah, like I would agree with him totally. And you can actually, and I think Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about that,
Yeah.
activating your junk DNA, that it's actually very healing because we have access. Part of you, it's in every cell of your body. So activate it,
Yeah.
And I'm also speaking of that, I have a book. We're like the late book ladies,
Yes, exactly.
that my friend Linda that I used to work with, she retired. Oh man, where did I put it? It was just around, oh, right here.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Dirty Jeans.
Dirty jeans. Yeah. Yes.
That's it talks about some of the treating the root cause of illness to optimize your health.
Yes.
So just by paying attention to stuff and intentionally activating those things, you're doing it. You're doing the work.
Exactly. Intentionally and deactivating what you don't want in your
Yes,
life.
which
Okay.
is I think more what that is about, like how to
Yeah.
turn things
Wash
off.
dirty jeans.
Yes. And there's a woman, I want to say she's in South Carolina, North Carolina, and she's not the only person that works really intentionally with your diet and your intentions, and looks at your code, your genetic code, to like deactivate things like arthritis.
Yes.
She, how do you supplement yourself, and what kind of things should you be dealing or doing? Her name is Sterling Hill.
Okay.
um, just like Sterling Silver, last name
Yeah.
Hill.
That's
If people are watching, they want to find out more about her.
yeah.
But there's other people too, but that I mean, she's really healed a lot of pretty chronic things. Um, but our shamans do that too, as you know. So
Oh, yeah.
they're
That
doing that.
that's what we're always looking for, that we can
Mhm.
have spirit sort of diagnose what's going on. And that's sort of the moving into all areas of the physical, healing the body, mind, will, emotions, healing the whole man, the whole woman,
Right.
the whole man, and bringing
Yeah.
healing. That's what I want to do, and I love doing with people. So it's cool.
Yeah. I agree.
And but that is such a powerful thing. I think what Dr. Joe teaches about, what our and it was the other guy too. What's his name? Dr. Joe's buddy.
Is
Bruce
it
Lipton.
Greg Braden?
Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton. Yeah, Bruce
Yep.
Lipton has a book, and his is about that our DNA has no power over us. What we say, what our, I don't care if generationally your family has had this kind of well, we've had this, grandmother had it, and mother had it, and it's right,
Right.
it's heading for me because genetically, no, you do not have to have that. It's
Right.
you do not your genes, that does not dictate your cellular structure. You can create what you want. and
Mm-hmm.
and I totally believe that we create the life we want, and we can regenerate our cellular structure, and you can change things by your diet, and your belief system is so powerful. What you believe is what you live, and
Right.
what you manifest. So I love it.
Joshua asked if he said that he really enjoys our show. We're just chit chatting. Is it every
You,
Friday? Yes.
yes, yes, no BS. Ding 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 ding. Ha! I got to get a bell. Ha! I feel like Alf. Alf. Ha!
Oh yeah,
He used to
that's hilarious.
That's what it reminds me of. Alf. Ha! That's a good one. So
That's such an old show.
I know it. I
He
could.
was from Elfenheim.
Oh yeah, he was. I remember that.
I
I
think so. Or I'm just saying because his name was Elf, but
Well, no, I
I
thought he
can look
was
it
from.
up.
No, he was from. Where was he from?
He was from outer space.
Yeah, he was from outer space. I had a couple nights ago. I was like, ding 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 ding. A couple nights ago, I had like this thing. You got to watch Alf. I don't know. So I turned it on and watched Alf, and I haven't watched that in forever and ever. And he's chasing the cat around for dinner.
Yeah, because he wants to eat the hair or something.
He liked to eat cats. He's like, yummy cats. We eat cats on what's the name of his planet? Oh,
So
gosh.
Elf stands for alien life form.
Yes, alien life form.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, Alf. Oh my God. I've
That's
never
too
seen an
funny.
alien that looked like that. He looks more like what's that guy on Sesame Street with the long nose?
Big Bird?
No, no, no. He's like a what is his name? He's like he's a friend of he's what is his name? I don't know. The big nose. He's got a big long
I don't
nose.
remember. I don't
Oh,
remember that one.
I don't either.
But yeah, I think Josh hit it on the head.
Yes, I agree.
That the nail on the head that you can activate that DNA. But yes, you absolutely to move through other frequencies into um, do some of those things to go into what we postulate is 5D. And I believe that's really a state of mind, kind of like not the same as samadhi, but yeah, kind of. We've I think I saw something where somebody was talking about splitting of timelines, but the biggest thing for that is to do your shadow work. And if people are wondering what that means, it means integrating your ego. It's our ego exists for a purpose. It's protective, but it's part of who we are. It doesn't mean not in like a narcissistic way, like
Right.
somebody's egoic or something like that. But having that inner truth and knowing to be confident in yourself, in your personal sovereignty, is part of the integration process. But it's dealing with your shadows. And Dreama, that's your work,
Yeah.
um, in the shadow stuff is not necessarily bad,
Mm,
but it's not necessarily good either. Like
right.
might be holding on to trauma, cellular. We have to release that from our cells,
Yeah.
that cellular trauma, because that the body always remembers,
Yeah.
and it
Right.
doesn't mean that you're forgetting something that happened, so some traumatic experience. You're just no longer holding it in your
In
cells,
your memory. Yeah.
in your cellular memory,
Yeah.
because that is kind of like the root of all of our illnesses. Um,
Yes.
because women tend to hold it in their sacral chakra, which would be your uterus, your ovaries, your um, it's
Yeah.
also our center of
Yeah. Creativity,
creativity, passion,
passion. Yes.
right?
That's good. That is so true because we create that cellular memory creates those anchors.
And in people do a lot in their heart too. So your heart chakra is your
Move
biggest
through
chakra. So yes, breast cancer,
all
heart
that,
attack,
all the stuff that you don't want. Just
chronic lung things,
exactly.
that's
You
not
hold it in
cool.
that space long enough and it will metastasize in your body. But
Yes, it will.
you got to let go of all your crap. Take a big crap today, please. Let go of all your stuff that's bothering you. Hold on to all this BS that people want to shove on you, but just let it go and get it out of your cellular memory. And that's why, um, that's why if you can't do it alone, you go and get help. And
Yeah.
that's where people like me come in,
See a
like
shaman.
you, yeah, see a shaman, see an energy mover, somebody
Yeah.
that can help clear that space for you and help move that out of your heart center.
I mean, it's your work, but these
Yeah,
people have, see a lot of people to help in that process and
yeah.
move it along.
Well, it sort of fine tunes and targets it,
Yeah.
where you might, because it is your work. You have to do your homework. And that's what I
Hmm.
run into with people that go home and they don't do their homework. And then they say, this isn't changing for me. And I'm getting sicker. Oh, well, did you do your homework? No, no, I didn't listen to the meditation. I didn't meditate. I didn't, you know,
Hmm.
I didn't,
Right.
And so, well, you got to go back, read your notes again that I gave you and do the homework and continue to clear that space and come into that perfect love for yourself. If you love yourself, then it's going to radiate out of you and people are going to love you.
And people that are new to that, like when I've gone to healing with you, like it'll be something that I'm supposed to do in like a week,
Yeah.
and I'll put it on my calendar or whatever, because it has to do with like planetary stuff or what have you. But like, making moon water and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um, which I'm almost done with my water. So if you can ask your guides or their guides to, because people are usually really excited about what they just experienced, that's something that they need to be doing like right after, that
Yeah.
might get the homework completed a little bit better.
Yes, yes, and that is so. It's your, it's your work. Yeah, and we all have to. We're all, moving through that same space of just letting go of things that cause those triggers. So when you hear a song, or you have an experience, or you walk into an energetic room and you feel something, you don't have that hit you right in the, in the face, and you feel, oh my God, this reminds me of this day. Bam. It takes
Mm-hmm.
you right back to that same experience, and you relive that experience all over again. And
Yeah. And the reason why we give homework in the teaching world is we give homework so that that information can be integrated
yeah,
integrated at a deeper level. So you have a student. Homework can be as simple as your assignment is to tell your mom about the history lesson that we had today about World
yeah,
War II or something, and
yeah,
tell her three things, or tell somebody three things about it, and have them sign off on it. It is literally just in, thinking about whatever that was in a different setting.
yeah,
So that's why it's important, because you're honing those skills in, across. It's generalization. It's cross settings. Can you perform this thing? Can you do this skill, this new skill that we've been introduced here at school or in therapy with you? Can you do that in another setting so that you
yeah,
integrate the new information? And
yes,
some people don't really know that or get that.
yeah.
So that's hard.
When when you do it, wow, it's amazing. I'm amazed. I'm so excited and so happy when people push through and they do their homework, and you just see transformation. It just happens for them.
Mm-hmm.
They transform, and they transform in huge ways, like you said, and they face their shadow side. That's a hard thing sometimes, to face
Very.
that shadow, because it's a dark place sometimes, and we really, you know
Mm-hmm.
you have to move through that. And I mean,
Sometimes you have a shadow because you're standing in the sun. So, I
yeah,
mean, when we say shadow, like, it doesn't necessarily mean your dark evil side. I mean, we
no,
all got one of those, but
no,
it could be just something that is cycles through your life over and over again, and you really just want to let it go.
yep,
You don't want to follow follow
yeah,
that path or that script anymore,
right.
because it doesn't serve you, but it might. Yeah.
And that can be a lot of religious. We can move into a lot of religious rhetoric with, darkness, light, evil, good. All this
Yeah. No.
clarity and separation, and that's not it. It's according to the scriptures, it says God created evil and good. He
Hmm.
created it all. So
Hmm.
God didn't. He's not the design. He's not the designer of only good. So God is not polarized like we are in our own mindset.
Yeah.
However we deem the divine. To
Hmm.
be. You know what I mean? I see something that's very clear and not polarized, but that we all have to move through that space.
Yeah.
Because that's you know
One of
it's
the
cool.
Yeah. One of the things that I feel pretty strongly about, when, because Joshua brought up the, like, 5D, and people aren't maybe all familiar with what that
It
means,
is.
because, well,
Right.
nobody really is. So
Yeah.
it's totally okay.
Right.
Um,
Only got to
you
read
know,
it.
it can be, a splitting of timelines. It could be that you're moving into a different space. I guess maybe it just really depends on the person. Um, but I think that one thing that really, really resonates with me is, in order to reach that, sub samadhi, or, the more joyful 5D space, there is an absence of polarity, an absence of duality, that you've integrated all those things. And even if that's not true, I'm still gonna be better for it. So,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
why, another reason why it's
Yes.
good.
That's
Get
that's
rid of the illness, and
and move into a higher dimension.
yep.
Move into a higher dimension. But before we go today or whatever, I feel like I'd like to just sort of I don't know, not meditate really, but just sort of pull into a sacred space,
Okay.
just calm ourselves and just lead everybody into like this sacred, maybe a sacred ohm, you know? Remember how we used to ohm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like
I
it's
don't know if I want my own voice to be on podcasts. It's not very good.
well, we don't have to ohm.
It's kind of like deep like a man.
Yeah. You look like a man, you know.
You sound like a man.
You sound like a man. That's okay. I mean, we don't have to ohm,
I
but
can
just sort of
YouTube.
just
I've got some favorite ohms on YouTube. I can bring those up. Um,
oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I just feel like we need to pull into like a really just a clearing space for everybody and just sort of pull them into that place of clearing and just higher vibration before we let everybody go. And I think that'd be really be cool. Yeah. Yeah.
right. That would be awesome. I got a commercial, so I'm turning off the speaker during the commercial. Here we go.
Okay.
Can we hear it? Maybe got to turn it up a little bit more.
Ooh,
Is that good?
that's a deep one.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like me.
Okay, so that's your part. Okay. Okay.
And
Okay, so we're just gonna center ourselves, just come into some alignment this morning, just some breath. That's what I was feeling, just a nice breath, deep breath, and just letting it out. Let everything go today and just be in this moment of now. Just come into the sacred moment of now, um just centered and just loving today, loving ourselves and just speaking beautiful energy. And just speak blessing today over all of our visitors, all of our people that have joined us today. I just speak a special blessing today, just sending that high vibrational energy to you, great joy, and that you just inviting beautiful and surprise new dimensions to you today. New dimensions. That's what I feel. Just another deep breath, clearing breath today. Mhm.
claiming all the space in your lungs, even though because much of our lungs is actually in our back, so spreading out those intercostal muscles.
Yes.
Get a full breath deep into your belly.
I just want you to see some balance happening right now. I just seen like a teeter-totter, and this is what spirit always shows me is a teeter-totter coming into a balance today, that you're not teetering one way or the other. You're coming to some perfect balance for you today. Some of you, maybe this not even a place you've been lately, but you're leveling out and you're coming into balance emotionally, physically, um, right now. I thank you, Spirit, for that, bringing some balance to some people today. Mm.
And if people want healing sessions with Dreama, don't be shy to let us know.
Yeah,
Reach out to one of us. Be
yeah,
happy to provide that.
yeah. Mm. Mm. Um, I'm thinking, like it's like I don't know, this is strange, but it's like a hat. You know how people will throw a hat down and they'll play an instrument and people give into the hat?
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. I don't know what that means, whether it's donation or that finances is coming to you. All you have to do is put it out there and the spirit is going to bring those finances to you that you need. You just need to be willing to toss your hat into the game, put some skin into the game, you know. I don't know, this is what spirit's feeding me, giving me, that just put it out there and the blessing is coming. But as long as you keep your hat on your head, you're not going to get it, you know. You keep
Mm-hmm.
covering yourself up. You need to maybe make yourself a little more vulnerable and step out of that space and just be willing to offer your gift, and the provision is there for you. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't know what that even means, but I'm just putting it out there because Spirit gave it to me, so I give it to you. Whatever that means, just take it and say, okay, Spirit, I'm going to offer myself out there. I'm going to put my hat out, put my skin in the game. That's what just keeps coming. You have to have some skin in the game. If you to put nothing into it, you get nothing. So put it out there. So that is the word that I was getting today for you.
Go in peace.
Huh? What?
Go in peace. Serve the Lord.
Go
Thanks
in
be to
peace.
God.
Yes. All is well. All the Very good. Ding, 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 ding.
Amen. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Blessings. Yes. Good deal. Awesome.
So Joshua says, open and optimistic, bloom like a flower.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Good.
So have a lovely day.
Yes.
I can put up your contact information really quick. Um, you can also find her on Facebook, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't have one of your cards handy, so you have to tell me your phone number. I'll put it right here.
Yeah. Destiny Words on Facebook.
Oh, yep. Put that in here.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That is awesome. It's been a good time. Good, awesome, good Friday. No BS.
Yeah,
Don't take no BS today, people. No BS. Ding, ding, ding. It's out.
I agree. Let me, before we close out, just so that it sits here, I'm looking up your phone number because I don't remember phone numbers anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Here you are.
Here you
617-136. Okay, there we go. There it is. So
Yep, you can text me, send me a message, let me
send a
know.
message.
Or
Yep.
go on Destiny Words on Facebook, and there's a little messenger there. You can message me and contact me for appointments, information, whatever spirit is pulling on you for. So it'll be good. But
Right.
blessing.
Yes. Blessings to you too. Have a lovely Friday. Happy Friday. Happy snowy Friday.
Yes. Have a great day, doll. I'll
You
see you.
too.
A
Bye.
blessing. I'll talk to you. Love y'all.
Bye.